We are back again. Of course, I'm listening to someone else's podcast today. I am listening to Cerebral Talks TV. But yeah, we are on our same thing that we do on a weekly basis, almost daily. We are on our way to the car wash. I did just stop and got my coffee. Yes, 12 o'clock, but I stopped and got me a coffee. Y'all know, my day don't go right without my coffee. I need my coffee. I got a late start today, y'all. I was so tired and exhausted from the weekend. I did not go out and do lift at all, right? Saturday we went fishing. We went to Beaver Dam and went fishing. Me and my husband and my son. They caught so many catfish, huge catfish, you guys. So we went out there and went fishing, got home a little late. Then, I'm trying to get stuff off my teeth, y'all. Then, Sunday, me and my husband ended up just getting up at the spur of the moment and went fishing again. No, I take it back. Saturday, we went fishing with the grandkids. We took them to the Three Domes, just, to get them out the house so they can enjoy doing something that we like to do. And they loved it, y'all. They loved it. Everybody caught a fish. Actually, everybody caught like almost 2 fishes apiece. All the grandkids, the little ones, everything. So we had a ball with them. They enjoyed themselves. I did some TikToks with them. They enjoyed it, right? So then Sunday is when me and my husband and my son went to Beaver Dam to go fishing, and they caught a gang of catfish, y'all. I gave up because the one place that we went to first, it had too many rocks, and I kept getting my reel stuck on the rocks, and I kept breaking my line. So I was just like, I'm done. So I sat there and went live and enjoyed myself. So yeah. But so now I'm on my way to the car wash to go clean the car. I'm gonna drive probably for like an hour because I do have to go to the doctor's today, you guys. My rheumatologist did call. Well, yeah, they called. I missed the call. They scheduled an appointment for me to come in today. Don't know why, but we are going to see. You guys know I do have rheumatoid arthritis. I also have this degenerative disease, as well as they are saying that I have MS. I'm not claiming that. So yeah, then I have an appointment with my neurologist coming up here. So yeah, a lot of stuff. You claim it, you be sick. I do what I'm supposed to do. I don't have that. So yeah, in God's name, in Jesus' name. Amen. There we go. So, see y'all in a minute. Once I'm done washing the car, and then I am going to, I don't know, I may have enough time to go do a couple of rides before. Otherwise, I will do rides after. Tomorrow is back on my regular schedule. I'll just have to get rest because, you guys, I'm not getting any younger. And I could definitely tell you that energy level sometimes be on the... So, yeah. And I got to stop and get my medicine. So, yeah. There we go. So, see you guys in a minute. All right, you guys. So, we are done with cleaning the vehicle. We are back to normal. It doesn't have bird poop in the car. I'm sick of the birds. I swear, I think they going to war with me. Because they like, yeah, we got you first type stuff. And yeah, we're going to make you do this on a daily basis. I'm sick of them. But yeah, anyways, so we got the car clean. It is now 12:46. And I'm not for sure if I want to I don't have to be at my appointment, but I'm just like so nervous. I do have to go get gas. Hold on. I just don't want to start doing rides and then they take me way out in Waukesha somewhere. And then I'm far away from where I need to go for my appointment. But the thing is my appointment, I have to be there by 2:45. So it's 12:46 now. And let me see, that's like 2 hours away. But I have to check in by 2:30, I believe. I'll probably have enough time to do like maybe 2-3 rides. I believe so. Let's just see. I may, right now, the way I'm feeling, I may end up just going to sit at the park for like an hour and do a little vlogging, doing a story time, because I do have I have a lot of stories, you know. It's just, you know, from growing up till now, I have a lot of stories to tell you guys. And yeah, so I do have I got a lot of stories, so I think I'm gonna go ahead. I was just trying to think of what I was gonna do. I just got quiet, you know. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna fill my tank up, and then I'm gonna go to the park since I'm right by the park, and do a little vlogging, and then from there we'll head to my appointment. So I guess today is kind of like park appointment, and then a couple of rides this evening. Hopefully it don't go too long. If my appointment goes too long, well, I mean, I still, even if I come out of there at like 3 something, maybe 4, I got enough time to do at least, to drive probably to like 7:38. So I still got enough time to do some rides after my appointment. And then tomorrow back to regular schedule. Oh, they're swimming and stuff. And oh yeah, so we're gonna, yes, I forgot about the pool over here at the park. Is open. So yeah, yeah, I guess, because I'm trying to get myself to a point to where I'm not afraid of dancing or doing vlogs in parks. I don't want people to think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do and just say forget it. I'm gonna, you know, get that off of me and do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're gonna do today, you guys. So we got, oh, the watermelon man is out here selling watermelons, y'all. A fresh watermelon. I need to get me a juicer. I've been saying I'm gonna get a juicer for the longest, and I still have not gotten it. But I'm gonna get my juicer so I can get that completed, you guys. So y'all, they got it going on out here, boy. You hear the music? We at the park. I mean, we at the gas station. I have to get gas. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. I gotta turn my car around. I don't know why I'm tripping. I'm tripping. My gas is on this side. He got his music going, boy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this gas first, and then we're gonna yeah, go to the park over here. See y'all in a minute. There we go. So that is the pool right there, and then those are the children, and this is the other area. This is all of the park. The watermelon man is all the way over there. He's over there. You guys can see him. I don't know if you can see him, but yeah. So we are pumping gas, you guys. This is where the park is, over there. Yay! And look, there's the watermelon man. Let me try to bring him in closer. The watermelon man.
I'm told every app I got to know to be active, cause I ain't going.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to my channel. Appreciate you every day and all day for visiting me. Yeah. Thank you, you guys. Welcome to my channel. This is Imperfect TV. And I appreciate you guys for even glancing at my channel and allowing me to introduce myself. My name is Maisha, and this is the life in a day of a vlogger. I appreciate you once more. I can never say that enough. I don't know if a lot of content creators do that, but I always acknowledge my subscribers. For one, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. Just for someone to even be interested in my life. So I appreciate you again. And so now here we go. So you guys, we are at the park. We're at a park by the name of Lincoln Park, and they have a pool. I'm gonna show you guys. Hold on, y'all. Excuse me. You're gonna be tilted for a minute. All right, let me get this. I'm sorry. It shouldn't even be like this. So we're gonna show you guys. Hold on. So we are here, as I stated, at Lincoln Park. It looks like, oh, they're going swimming over there. So yeah, I haven't been swimming in a long time. I think I want to go. Look, y'all, my face is breaking out, and this is not. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just keep it 100. Ever since I got my surgery, my hysterectomy, my body has been doing some weird things. That's one of the things that we're going to talk about today. You know, this is for the women, right? As you get older, you know, your body goes through certain things. Women bodies just go through a lot anyways. Me, from the age of like, oh God, I have been dealing with this, I believe, ever since I've got my menstruation. I was having really, really bad cramps, you know, bleeding really heavy. My cramps were so bad, you guys, like no pain medication could take that pain away from me. And I was bleeding really heavy to the point where I was wearing like 2 overnight size sanitary napkins. If you don't know what those are women pads. So yeah, I was wearing those like 2 overnights. So every time I would change myself, I would have to do that. So it was never anything regular. It was like I was in high school. I felt like I was like one of the only girls that were missing out on class and stuff due to having cramps and, you know, really bad periods and things like that. I would be balled up in my bed for like a week. Literally, my periods never lasted only 3 days. And I used to be so envious of some of the young girls. They'd be like, oh no, I don't have cramps at all, or my periods only last 3 days and such and such. Well, mine's lasted a whole week, and they literally hurt it to the point to where I couldn't take it anymore. So as I got older, what happened was I kept telling my doctor, you know, I started having kids. I had my oldest daughter at the age of 16. Yes, I did. I was a teen mother, but I did learn my lesson because I did not have another child until I was 21 in my own home. So, I kept telling my doctor, my cramps are so bad. It's like I would throw up, all kind of stuff. I wouldn't be able to hold anything down. It was horrible, and I did not like that because I felt like it was taking me away from work. I literally couldn't get out of bed. I couldn't really do anything for my children. I got up and did what I had to do, but I was in so much pain. Literally, I would be in there cooking, bent over with my head on my arms on the kitchen counter, trying to cook dinner, trying to wash dishes, trying to function, and it would be so hard for me, but I did it. And so the one doctor that I did have, I was like searching around for doctors, right? So what happened is I get so emotional off this because literally it's probably a lot of women that went through this, but they never tell their story, but I'm going to tell mine now. So I was just like, you know, I went looking for doctors. I had so many doctors and nobody was really trying to do anything for me. So I had a black doctor I found. He was a man. He was like, I see what's going on. I had a lot of fibroid cyst tumors. Told me I had endometriosis on my uterus, and the only, you know, it was like that'll always come back, but the only, you know, the best way to do it is, you know, doing the partial hysterectomy. So I'm like, at the age of 26, right? So me, I'm like, yeah, go ahead. I don't even want any more kids. I just had in my head, I really did not want any more kids. 2 was enough for me. Kids are expensive to raise, by the way. And I give a big round of applause to the women that have more than 2 children. The ones that have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 kids. I commend you guys, and hats off to you guys. You are wonderful. You are a blessing, because it's hard. So I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and get it done. So we go ahead and get the partial hysterectomy done. But this is the things that why I got so emotional, why I get so emotional about it all the time. Because this doctor never once told me that he was in the onset of Alzheimer's. And I'm sure he found that out from his doctor, but he chose to continuously practice medicine. So, as I'm like in the bed, they're, putting the IV, he coming in, checking in with me, my mom, we're sitting there talking. He goes to say, after he leave out, he come back in and was like, hey, did you guys see any glasses? I don't know what I do with my glasses, but everybody had that one moment where they'll put their glasses on top of their head and forget they put them up there. So that's what I'm like, oh no, they're on top of your head. And he was like, oh, okay. So we didn't think anything about it, because a lot of people do that, right? So, I go in for surgery. My mom prayed for me. And I thank God, and I don't even remember the other doctor's name that was in there with him, but I literally almost bled out on the table and died. I had lost so much blood. They were trying to get my mom to give me a blood transfusion, because they said my oxygen level was so low. I literally almost lost my life on this table. And thank God for the other doctor that was there with them that stopped the bleeding. I wish I could find out. But the hospital, I'm going to go to the hospital and try to get copies of my records, my medical records, because I would like to find if that doctor is still practicing medicine. That way, because I want to meet that doctor that helped save my life, and give a big gift to them. And I know that's their job. Some people do it just, because that's something that they truly enjoy doing. You got some that do it just for the money. And I believe that doctor was doing it for the joy of helping people. So they stopped the bleeding. My mom was like, because of the beliefs, the religious belief, we don't accept anyone else's bodily fluids. So we didn't accept the blood transfusion. She said, her body will rebuild that oxygen back. And it did. I woke up out of it, had oxygen mask. Of course, it was a little hard to breathe until, the oxygen got back in me and I was okay. I go home after a week of being in a hospital. I go to my mom's house, and I remember my mom's home was beautiful. We had 3 full bathrooms, dining room, living room, cocktail room with a wet bar, huge kitchen, 6 bedrooms, full basement. So I chose to sleep on the let-out couch down in the living room, because it was close to the one, the full bathroom that just had the stand-up shower, because I was able to sit, but I know I couldn't get in a tub at that time. So I was just like, it'd be closer for me to get to this bathroom and be able to take a shower and then come back and lay down, whatever. So I goes to the bathroom, and I cannot remember the year. Well, I had a hysterectomy in 2006, the year that the Falk foundry exploded and killed a lot of people in there working. So this is how it all goes. I get up, I'm like, I have to go to the restroom. So I get up, go to the bathroom, sit down on the toilet, using the bathroom. All of a sudden, the explosion, because we lived close to downtown. The explosion was so loud, you guys. It vibrated our house. My ears were popping and ringing. It shook the toilet that I was on. Like, it basically shook the house. And I'm like, oh my God, what was that? My mom saying, like, what's that? You know, we're not knowing. All of a sudden, after a minute, we started hearing sirens from everywhere. Then we look on the news and found out that the foundry had exploded. Something had exploded in the foundry, and it killed a lot of people. It injured a lot of people. So as I'm standing up to pull my pants up, right? What is that knocking? Okay. Didn't know what though. I thought my car was knocking. I'm sorry. But anyway, so I go to stand up to pull my pants up. And all of a sudden, I'm like, oh God, I'm not done peeing. But I literally felt something tear in my stomach. But I thought I stood up a little too fast for my incisions. Because the incision they gave me, it was like a C-section incision. It was not the laparoscopic incisions where you get the small 3 little cuts. No, they cut me clear across the bottom of my abdomen. So I had staples. And I thought I ripped something. And I'm like, oh, all of a sudden I get liquid running down my leg. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm peeing on myself. Like, I'm literally thinking I'm peeing on myself like I wasn't done. So I'm like, okay, blah, 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 wipe myself, stand up. And it's still pee running down my leg. You guys, we call a doctor because I'm telling my mom, she like, get a pad and put one on. So I put a pad on and it's literally soaking the pad. Yes. She calls the doctor. The doctor was like, bring her in here right now. And they were about to close. He said he was going to just stay there and wait. My mom was like, we'll be there in less than 30 minutes. So we get there. And this is the exact words of the doctor. Well, I'll be damned. This would happen a week later. This man stitched a hole through my bladder and knew that he did it and did not bother to say anything. So mind y'all, you almost killed me on the table. Number one. Number two, you stitched a hole through my bladder and did not bother to tell me. I was so upset. I was so furious, y'all. I did not know what to do. To this day, we are in 2024 and it still bothers me. Because he could have took me from my kids. Instead of just saying, hey, I'm not medically clear to do this. Let's find another doctor. So I'm like so mad at this point, but I'm going home. He said, I'm going to give you a referral to go see this urologist. I'm sorry. So he said, I'm going to send you to go see this urologist. And you know, we're going to get you in so we can get this repaired. So I'm like, okay. So this is when St. Michael's Hospital was open. This is when St. Michael's Hospital was open here. He sends me over there. And this urologist like, okay, we're going to schedule you to get this surgery done right away because you cannot be like this. So they scheduled it. I was back in the hospital a couple of days later. They sent me to St. Mary's Columbia Hospital off Lake Drive. They repaired my bladder. Now I'm in the hospital for another week. They cut me open in the same incision that the doctor cut me with for my hysterectomy. So mind y'all, he gave me a C-section cut. This man goes and cuts me back open in the same spot. I go home after a week with a Foley catheter it's supposed to be for a week, but he calls me a couple of days before the full week. It was like, okay, you can come in. We're going to go ahead and get this out. They take the Foley catheter out. I'm thinking at this point, now is healing time. Yay me. That's what I'm thinking, right? So I go home and I'm feeling weird. Just still trying to, get myself together with my kids. So I knew I had problems with asthma, because I was smoking cigarettes at the time. Just stupid, whatever. My friend calls me. She like, my cousin's having a party. I want to come get you and take you. And I'm like thinking of every excuse not to go. And I'm like, girl, I don't got anything to wear. I got this incision or whatever, and I can't have anything tight on my stomach. She was like, don't worry about it. I'm finna go find you something to put on. So she goes to the store and go get me this jogging suit. But the jogging suit, she made sure she got it to where it was kind of, a little bit bigger and not tight on my stomach, where I was comfortable. So I go ahead and I get dressed or whatever. We go. Of course, I'm walking slow. And the party was in her basement, but we sat in the living room upstairs because I was still able to hear the music. I didn't drink any alcohol. At this time, I was still drinking soda. So I was drinking me a soda, just sitting there listening to the music. I'm like, I'm not feeling well. I'm kind of tired. I need to go home and lay down. She was like, okay. So as I'm walking and getting out of the car to go in my house, every stair I was walking up, I was like running out of air, like I couldn't barely breathe. And I'm like, so I finally get in the house and I'm like, I got to go to the ER because I think I'm having an asthma attack or something. I need to go get a breathing treatment. So the guy I was with at that time was like, okay, I got the kids, don't worry about it. And I'm telling my girls, like, I'm gonna stop at Walmart to get the Monopoly game, because it was a 24-hour Walmart. I said I'm gonna go to Walmart after I leave from the ER and get a Monopoly game so we could play Monopoly. I always did stuff like that with my kids. They're like, all right, Mom. So I get to the ER. I tell the triage nurse what was going on with me, and I just recently had surgeries or whatever, and it's hard for me to breathe. So she did my vitals. They took me straight back, get me in the room, in the emergency room part, not the urgent care part. So I been there in the bed, and the doctors are coming in. They asking me questions. Put an IV in, and they were like, we're gonna get some X-rays. So I'm thinking at this point they're gonna bring a wheelchair in. They're gonna take me over to the X-ray room, do X-rays. No, they brought the X-ray machine to me. They took the pictures while I'm in the bed. Not even 10 minutes later, and you know how long it usually take them to get the X-ray results back. Not even 10 minutes later, they came right back and was like, you will not be going home. You've been admitted. You have blood clots in your lungs. You have 2 golf ball sized blood clots in your lungs. And you are very lucky. This is the words of the ER doctor. You are very lucky. Most people don't make it with the blood clots that you have. You got here in time. They were suffocating me, you guys. That's why I was running out of air. Running out of oxygen, because those blood clots were suffocating me. So I'm scared at this point still. I'm not knowing how serious blood clots are. They're like, you need to call your next of kin. So I'm like, what? So now when I'm hearing that, I'm like, oh my God, I'm crying. They like, calm down. I'm like, I can't. How can I? If you just sit here and told me I need to call my next of kin and all of this, and do I have a will, and do I have this, do I have that? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm 26 years old. What is happening at this point? So I'm trying to call. I'm like, my mom, call my mama. This is how I'm saying it. Like, please just call I want to call my mama. So as I'm calling and talking to my mama, they put medicine in IV, and I'm slurring now. My words are slurring because whatever, they're putting me to sleep. They're knocking me out. I was coming in and out. I find when I woke up a little bit, I see my mom and my dad by my bedside. At that moment, I felt immediately a lot of relief, because I had my prayer warrior right next to me. Oh my God, y'all. That is the craziest stuff to ever have to go through, where you see doctors and nurses scrambling, doing this, doing that for you. You're 26. So all I know is I woke up the next day in a room, and my mom was sitting right in the recliner chair looking at me, and I'm like, all I could do is cry. Because I was just like, thank you, God. I'm still here. My mama is here. That's all I thought about. Like, where's my babies? My dad went and got them, brought them up there. That's why, and I felt so much better when I see my mom, my dad, and my babies. I feel so, and then listen, my friend, I love her to death. I don't talk to her. I have not seen her in so long. Her mom and dad and brothers came to the hospital and sat with me, y'all. Listen, let me tell y'all, they love me, and she's gone to this day. My friend mom passed away of cancer. She had breast cancer. I miss her dearly. I still talk to her. I just haven't talked to my friend, but I talk to her sisters all the time. But it was just like, that was so surreal to have to go through something like that. And I had to stay in the hospital for a week. I was on the heart unit. I'm like the youngest one on the floor. Everybody else is older on the floor. I was the youngest one on that floor. I couldn't leave the floor. I literally had a heart monitor on me, and I was just like, I want to walk. They allowed me to walk on the floor, and that was it. I get out the hospital. At this point now, I had to take blood thinners for a whole year. I lost my job of driving the coach bus. I just felt like that cheated me out of so much. And literally, it was a medical malpractice lawsuit that I had, but I could not find one lawyer to take my case. Do y'all know how that feels? To almost lose your life twice due to a doctor's negligence of not telling his patients that he was in the onset of Alzheimer's. And then when it was time for me to do my follow-up, do y'all know that's how I found out the medical board forced him out of practicing medicine because of that? I couldn't find a lawyer to take my case at all. Yeah. I hate that they have a statute of limitation on that. Your life is worth more than that, especially when it comes to stuff like that. You do have people that try to do stupid stuff and try to get lawsuits or whatever, but when it comes to stuff like that, that there was pure negligence. But guess what? I'm here. I'm here. With God's grace, He blessed me to wake up on a daily basis to be able to do what I need to do for me and my babies. Thank you, Jesus. And for anyone that is going through stuff like that, you are beautiful. You are loved. Keep fighting. Keep fighting. You got this. So, I am. That is the story that I wanted to give y'all of one of the incidents that I went through in my life. I do appreciate you guys for listening. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. I love you guys. Have a good day.
I ain't blowing no smoke. I mean, I've been sober, but you should've known it.